Hello everyone. In today's session, we will be looking at organisms that are multicellular, that are moving, that depend on other organisms for food. You got me right. We are going to see about animals. To be precise, we are going to deal with the kingdom Animalia. So let's get started. Today's session, we'll be focusing on the introduction, learning objectives, features, the category, summary, and then the final slide. So let's get started. So as I told you, animals are multicellular organisms. They have membrane-bound organelles, so they are eukaryotes. They lack cell wall. Unlike plant cells, they do not have cell wall. They have only the cell membrane. The mode of nutrition is heterotropism. The mode of reproduction is typically sexual reproduction. So multicellular, as I told you, they are made of many cells. Eukaryotes, they have membrane-bound organelles and they have nucleus present. Mode of nutrition is heterotropism, and these organisms are heterotrophs, meaning they depend on other organisms for food, be it plant or animal. Mode of reproduction is mostly sexual, and they involve gametes. In higher classes, you will be learning about the asexual reproduction of animals also. So today's learning objective is to list main features used to place organisms into groups within the animal kingdom. We will be focusing more on class arthropods and class vertebrates. So the features to classify an organism as an animal is they are eukaryotic and multicellular, they are heterotrophs, they are motile, and the level of organs. So they do have organs that perform specialized functions. So from one phylum to the other phylum, there is a development in the structure of the organism and also the level of cells. The cells convert in tissues to organs, organ systems, so on and so forth. That's the hierarchy, right? So in every phylum, there would be an advancement seen in organisms. Let's see the category. The two broad categories of organisms, of animals, they are invertebrates and vertebrates. So invertebrates are organisms that lack vertebral column. There are 9 phylum in invertebrates, and these are based on evolution. So every phylum is based on evolution. In every phylum, we can see animals get advanced in their features, be it their bodily functions or their structure or the way how they react to the surroundings. Everything changes with respect to their advancement. So one of the morphological features or characteristics used to classify invertebrates is whether they have legs or not. So all invertebrates with jointed legs are part of phylum arthropods. So arthropods, by the name, pods mean legs. Arthro means joint. So there are 4 classes in arthropods. There are myriapods, crustaceans, arachnids, and insects. As the name suggests, myriapods, pods again means legs, myria means more number of legs. So they have many legs, their body have more segments. An example of a myriapod is centipede and millipede. I hope you have seen a centipede and millipede in real life. And next is crustacean. This is a picture of an example of a crustacean organism. This is a shrimp. So crustaceans are mostly marine. They live in the oceanic conditions. They have pincers to catch hold of their prey. They have many legs and 2 sets of antennae are present. So these are the features of crustaceans. And next, arachnids. Common name, spiders. They're 8-legged. They have 2 segmented body. They have head and abdomen, and they do not have any antenna. Insects. The largest classification of animals on this planet are insects. The features include they have wings, they have 6 legs, and the body is segmented into 3 segments, one is head, second is thorax, the chest portion, and thirdly it's the abdomen. And they have a pair of antennae. Vertebrates, the second class, the second characteristics category. They have a vertebral column, have proper organ system for various bodily functions, and they come under phylum chordates. So chordate means they have a string-like structure that can control their body function, which is nothing but a spinal cord. And they have 5 class invertebrates, and those are fish, in other words Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, birds, in other words aves, and mammals. So characteristics of a fish include they have gills, they have scales on their body, they are mostly oviparous. Oviparous means they lay eggs, and they are cold-blooded. They do not have ability to adjust to the surrounding conditions. So their body cannot adjust to the changing environmental conditions. And next, the amphibians. Mostly they have moist and slimy skin, and this image tells you different examples of amphibian. They thrive on land as well as in water. They are again oviparous. They are cold-blooded. The scientific name for cold-blooded is they are poikilotherms. And again, they cannot adjust their body conditions with respect to surroundings. Both fish and amphibian, they would be laying their egg in water. They are oviparous, they lay egg in water. And next class is reptiles. The features include they have dry scaly skin. They are again oviparous, but they lay eggs on dry land. And again, these are cold-blooded animals. They are again poikilotherms. So this picture gives you example of few reptiles. Birds. Birds have feathers, they have beaks and wings. They are again oviparous, but they lay hard calcium carbonated eggs. Their shells contain calcium carbonate deposits. Birds are warm-blooded. Other words, they are called as homeotherms. So birds can adjust their body conditions and temperature with respect to the surrounding. And finally, the mammals. The features include they have fur or hair on their body to cover their body especially. They have mammary glands, and that's the name mammal. They have mammary glands to feed young ones with milk. They are oviparous, meaning they give birth to young ones that look similar to the parent. They do not lay egg, but there are few exceptions in mammals. We want you to research on that. There are egg-laying mammals, and there are mammals who have scaly skin. So please research on that. And mammals are warm-blooded. They are homeotherms. They can adjust their body temperature with respect to the surrounding. So finally, the summary. We have seen invertebrates and vertebrates. We have seen class arthropods. There are 4 classes in arthropods: myriapods, crustaceans, arachnids, and insects. And class vertebrates, there are 5 classes in vertebrates: fish, Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, birds, aves, and mammals. And finally, please fill in the Google form sent to you. And if you have any doubts, please write to us in the email IDs given below. I'll see you in another video. Thank you. Happy learning!